So anyway, let's look forward to the Southampton game, or let's look ahead, let's say. I don't know about looking forward. Let's look ahead to the Southampton game at St Mary's, Sunday, 7 o'clock kickoff. We're going to go into the predicted lineup first. So in terms of the injury news, what have we got at the moment from Ange Postecoglou's press conference?
So, the injury news is not great. Van der Ven, obviously Romero, remain out for this game. He said Van der Ven, we're going to hear a bit more about what the extent of their injuries this week, but they're both definitely injured. He said Ben Davies, though, more positively, the injury's not as bad as first feared, but we might see him before the new year. But apart from that, he's definitely not going to be playing over the next couple of games. And obviously, we know Richarlison, Odegaard, Vicario, all long-term absentees. Mikey Moore, didn't mention him, but I assume he's still out as well. Don't think we had any, as of that we know of, any more injuries from the weekend. From yesterday. So that's positive. But yeah, it's just gutting about Van der Ven that we brought him back and he got re-injured.
Yeah, so look, it's going to be a very difficult game down at Southampton. It's a ground that we don't usually do that well in. I think we've got one win there since 2018. And the last time we played there was at 3-3 under Conte. I think we won the game before that, but it is a ground that we usually struggle at, which is the reality. If we can get the graphic on screen for the predicted lineup.
There you go.
There we go. Now we can get into the predicted lineup. 4-3-3 as per usual to take down to St Mary's. In goal is obviously going to be Fraser Forster.
Back at his own stomping ground.
Yeah.
Big phrase. So if anyone knows Southampton, it's Fraser Forster, and he's been our best player for the past few weeks, which is incredible to say. But we're going to need him probably on Sunday, because as much as Southampton are bottom of the league, they're still a team that creates chances. So going to need him to make sure keeping that to a minimum.
Yeah. In terms of right back, we've said it a number of times, but I have to pray, I have to believe Jed Spence. He's going to give Jed Spence a go. Surely. He did say a week or two ago that, Spence is here and he's going to get his opportunities over the Christmas break. And this is the game. Surely this is the game.
To be fair, last time we said Spence would play, we were wrong that he was going to play, but he did rest Porro on that game. So we weren't wrong that he was resting Porro. And obviously, I think he is going to rest Porro again, but we can't play Gray there, so it's just going to have to be Spence. He's got no option. So, yeah, Jed Spence. We're going to say his first start of the season. We're going to predict.
Yeah. The two centre backs will be Archie Gray and Radu Dragusin. There's no.
Yeah. Radu and Archie. And look, as much as Southampton are bottom of the league, I still think they're going to have their work cut out for them, because they got strong kind of philosophy. They attack you. They got Archer and Armstrong, who scored a few goals this season. Archer's a nippy player, so they're just going to make sure that the strikers aren't getting joy. I'm not sure if they're going to go two up front, or one up front. Either way, they're going to have to watch out.
Yeah, they create chances no matter who they play against. That's the reality. Left back is going to have to be Destiny Udogie. We got no other option, and he's another one that's being overplayed, and he's just not performing at the levels that we know he can. But yeah, we got no other option.
Well, he's actually one player I'm quite worried about, in the sense that because Tyler Dibling's probably going to be down that side, and he's one real good player for Southampton. I've been really impressed with him since he's come into the team this season, and he usually plays on the right, or either that or on the right of a midfield three, and he's got unbelievable supreme dribbling ability. So Destiny's just going to have to make sure he's watching him.
Yeah. In terms of the midfield, the first...
interesting.
Yeah, I think we got to put Lucas Bergvall in the 6, in my opinion. I think that's where he's come on the last 3 games, and he's looked really good.
Yeah, we're going to go Bergvall to start. There's 2 ways he can do it. I think either he goes Bergvall to start in the 6, like this, with Sarr in the number 8. There's Pape, probably on the left-hand side. And who's also not in great form, Pape, by the way. And then Decky in the midfield as well. Or does he... I
think that's what he's going to go with.
Or does he bring in Maddison, put Decky on the right? Or does he go Sarr in the 6 and play Decky and Maddison together?
Nah, I would drop Maddison for this game and put Bergvall, Sarr and Kulusevski. That's the midfield I'd go with. Would you not go with that?
Look, we've seen the Decky Madison thing work, so maybe this could be a time for it. This could be a game for it, and maybe put Sarr in the 6 if he doesn't trust Bergvall to do that 6 prop.
No, but I also think that because Southampton are such an attacking side, and you're asking Bergvall to play as well, I think Bergvall's going to need a bit of protection as well. So
that's what I'm saying. Play Sarr in the 6.
Can he do it by himself? I don't know if he can do it by himself. I think we need these three, because all of these three have a bit of aggression about them, but they also can play front foot football as well. So I'll drop Maddison, and I think this gives us a little bit of blend of solidity and also attacking nous.
Okay, so dropping Maddison. Brennan on the right, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's got to be.
And then Solanke comes, who didn't start on the Thursdays. He comes in up front.
Yeah, and Son.
And then Son off the left. And then that is how we feel like it will go. Obviously, Southampton, we're not sure what formation they're going to play. It could be a 5 at the back. It could be a 4 at the back.
If they're smart, they go 5 at the back.
Yeah, probably. I'm trying to balance it out on who played on Thursday. So Brennan, Son, and Werner started. So Brennan and Son are going to have to start again, with the view of potentially them starting again on Thursday as well. But Solanke obviously didn't, so he should be a bit fresher. Decky didn't as well. Hopefully he's a bit fresher. But it's a big game for Bergvall as well, if he starts in that number 6 position.
Massive game for Bergvall, but I am concerned about that.
Or does he go Sarr in the 6 and Bergvall in the 8?
He could go either or. They might interchange throughout the game, but I'm not decided which one. But because Bergvall has played the 6 over the last 3 games when he's come on, I think he might just start the game with Bergvall in the 6.
When you look on the face of it, you've got Spence, who's not started a game. You've got Bergvall and Gray, who are both teenagers. And also, this will be Bergvall's first start in a Prem game.
Yep.
And Gray.
Second start.
In a Prem game? Oh, because he started at Bournemouth on the right back.
Yeah.
So second start. So, I mean, as much as that's the team we need, it's going to be a tall order, even against a team like Southampton, to make it a comfortable win. It's going to be a difficult.
Of course it will, but you know what? They said coming into this season we didn't sign another midfielder because we want to trust in Bergvall and Gray and believe they got the quality. So that's what we're doing. I know Gray's at centre back and because of lack of options, but Bergvall has worked his way into the team. He deserves this. He deserves this for his performances in the last 3 games. So I'm actually, the most concerning thing for me about this is actually the forward line, because Brennan and Son both played a lot of football at the moment, and they're going to have to play a lot over the next couple of weeks as well. Big game against Manchester United next week. So we've got a severe lack of options in the forward line. Literally, Brennan has to play unless you play a Maddison and then Kulusevski on the right. Do you reckon he could do that, actually?
He could do that. I mean, who do you play before Rangers? We played Chelsea. Madison didn't start, did he?
No.
So, and he did start on Thursday. So, it could go either way. I mean, is he going to start Madison against United on Thursday?
He could do Madison in the field against United and then Kulusevski on the right.
On the right, yeah. Potentially that as well. I guess depending how Bergvall does. I mean, I doubt he'll start on Thursday anyway. But I mean, there's a lot of different options here. But I think Sunday's a big opportunity to try something. I mean, obviously we need to win. If we don't win that game, the pressure continues to pile on.
In a bigger way as well, because it's Southampton.
Yeah, of course. But also we've got a massive game. I think the pressure will pile on even more if we lose to United than the Southampton game. So we need to have as much fresh legs as possible. So Bergvall, I think we need to give him that opportunity.
So let's run through that lineup again. It's Fraser Forster in goal, Jed Spence right back, Udogie left back, Dragoshin and Gray at centre back, with Bergvall and Sarr alongside Kulusevski, with Brennan on the right, Sonny on the left, and Solanke up top. I hope it's a double pivot of Bergvall and Sarr instead of having a lone 6. That's what I really hope.
Yeah, maybe a double pivot, something like that with Decky. Well, Decky obviously helping out. We know he likes to help out. So that should be a team. I mean, I'd like to say good enough to win, but
it should be.
Depends on how on their physicality. Depends how ready Bergvall and Gray and Spence all are to play in a Premier League game all together. It's one thing having one of them, but all 3 of them together, that it could that spell disaster? We'll have to wait and see. I think the front 3 should have enough. Solanke should be a bit fresher. We saw this front 3 score 3 goals against Chelsea, I think all three of them, did they? Or
Yeah.
Brendan, yeah. So, yeah, look, they should have enough to score goals, and we know Southampton to make mistakes. So, hopefully, that should be a team good enough to win.
Yeah. All right. So that is our predicted lineup for the Southampton game.